back to the channel for another video today. This one feels really weird, I'm not gonna lie. I have not talked about my tummy tuck journey and how it all has gone pretty much since I think the last one that I did was my 1 year checkups. That has been quite a while since we have discussed tummy tuck here on this channel, but I realized recently that it has been 2 years, over 2 years at this point, since I had my tummy tuck done, which really sparked the beginning of this like complete transformation. Like I am not even close to being the same person that I was when I had that tummy tuck done. And so I thought it would be prudent to make a little video, show you guys kind of what everything is looking like and just talk about like what's been going on over the course of the past 2 years. If you follow my other channel, which is primarily focused on weight loss and Mounjaro weight loss and Zepbound and all of that, then you know a little bit about what's been going on. But yeah, there's just been this huge like change in my entire person. So if you are new here, I had a tummy tuck back in May of 2022 and 2022. And at that point it was considered a plus size tummy tuck because I actually weighed at that point over 240 pounds. So it was definitely a plus size tummy tuck. I had a BMI well over 30 at that point, which is what is considered to be obese. And my doctor that performed my surgery, which her name was Heather Levitis, she is currently in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. That is a question that I get very often on the channel. So that's who did it. She's resides, or her office now is in Chapel Hill. But she felt that I was healthy enough and young enough and whatever to go through with it, even though I was at that time considered obese. Now, this is kind of what I looked like at the beginning of that journey. This photo was taken in a video. It's actually a screenshot from a video where I was sharing like my sort of beginning. This is before we get going on it. Now, like I said, if you're new here, there is an entire playlist, which I will try to remember to link down below on my channel, of total coverage of my tummy tuck from the very beginning, like consult, all the way up until a year post-op. And I did updates like in the beginning a lot more frequent, and then, you know, like at the 3-month mark, at the 6-month mark, whatever. And so you can kind of see how my tummy tuck evolved over the course of that year. So I would definitely check that out if you are new to the channel. But I had the surgery in May of 2022 and I was completely blown away at my results and completely blown away at how my life changed just from having the extra skin and the extra fat on my stomach removed. She removed about 10 pounds. And you guys seem to really like following along with that journey. Those videos are they are my most viewed videos here on this channel. And so a lot of you like to follow along with that. And I am so thankful for that. But over the course of that first, I would say 6 months-ish, I started to realize that even though I had gotten the stomach cut off, I still was having issues with clothes fitting right because now I had the issue of like my legs being super big. I still was having trouble keeping up with my kids. And I began to regret the fact that I didn't lose weight before I had the tummy tuck. Or not necessarily regret. I don't think that I would do it any differently, but I noticed that I still wanted to lose weight. So I actually got on Mounjaro, which is one of the newer GLP-1 weight loss injections. And since that point, I have lost over 80 pounds from the weight that I was at my consult when I went to get my tummy tuck done. So the last time that I shared my stomach with you guys, I was 1 year post-op and I actually weighed about 20 pounds more than I do right now. That was the time in my weight loss journey where I was actually getting to a point where I was happy and I was gonna go into maintenance mode. And yeah, I stopped taking the medicine every week. I went to every 2 weeks and I just kept losing weight. So over the course of the last year, I've lost an additional 20 to 25 pounds, being in maintenance mode really slowly, like not necessarily like I'll go months and months without losing anything and then it'll just like 5 pounds will fall off. So I wanted to share with you guys what my stomach is looking like now. I'm actually wearing a bathing suit because we are going to be heading to the pool in a little bit, but a lot of you had questions on whether or not losing a significant amount of weight would cause my tummy tuck to look worse, cause me to have more sagging skin, all of that. And so I wanted to debunk that a little bit because I had doctors, like my doctor, Dr. Levitas, when I talked to her about it, she was like, you can probably lose 30 pounds before you start to really affect the results of your tummy tuck. Then at one of the follow-ups that I went to where I had to see a different doctor, she was like, no, it's just gonna keep getting better. And so I was hearing conflicting things from two very similar age doctors who were friends at the same point in their journey. They'd been doctors for around the same amount of time. So they were, taught the same things, but they had different opinions. And so I know that confuses a lot of people. That confused me. So I want to show you guys what my stomach is looking like right now after losing over 80 pounds since actually having my tummy tuck. So yeah, let me just go ahead, stand up and share with you what it looks like. I think most of you are going to be pleasantly surprised, especially if you are somebody that worries that losing weight will undo or cause harm to your tummy tuck. So for reference, before we get going, this is what my stomach looked like the last time that I showed it here on this channel. And this was last May at my 1 year tummy tuck journey update. This is what it was looking like. I was at that point down, I believe currently I weigh about 165 to 167 pounds. At that point, I weighed about 185 when that picture was taken. So let me stand up, show you what it's looking like, 20 pounds less, over 2 years after having a tummy tuck. Okay, I went ahead and took my little dress cover up off. Like I said, we're about to head to the pool. That's why you're seeing me in a bathing suit. Also, I figure it's a bathing suit, so it's better than trying to do it in underwear or whatever. So this is my bathing suit of the day, which is actually one of my favorites. I got it at Old Navy last year, I think, and it's become one of my go-to bathing suits. But anyway, so in a bathing suit, this is what my stomach looks like when I'm just sitting here relaxed. This is my belly button. A lot of people have said what a good job she did on my belly button, and I can't agree more. I've seen a lot of people with tummy tucks just out and about, people that you can tell have had tummy tucks where their belly buttons aren't as nicely crafted. That seems to be an area where a lot of doctors I don't know, where it obviously looks fake. So not that I'm saying mine looks 100% real, but I do like how it turned out. This is me standing sideways. I am pushing out my stomach as far as it goes. And this is, she didn't do anything on the back. So what my tummy tuck was, again, if you're new, I had a full tummy tuck with muscle repair and some liposuction of the flanks on the side. So she didn't do anything on the back. So pulling it down here, this is what it looks like. I do not have any significant amount, I can't really pinch any skin soon, which I know a lot of people worry about with losing weight. This is what it looks like from the side. That is my scar, which is almost non-existent now at this point. If you're new, again, I have a curved scar, which is a little bit different than a lot of people because I had a really deep stretch mark right here that I wanted gone. So she went a little lower. In hindsight, do I wish she would have gone like this? Maybe, but then she wouldn't have been able to get as much up here. So she did it for a reason, but it is a little bit of an odd shaped scar. But again, it's not very noticeable and you can't notice it in any of my bathing suits or anything like that. So this is what my stomach looks like just standing here. To the side, pushed out. This is me pushing as hard as I can. There's no roundness to my stomach whatsoever. And then from the back, but again, she didn't really do anything. If I had it to do over, I might do something with this back here, because this is where there seems to be loose skin now since losing weight. Maybe I don't even know, a lift. I don't know. I'm not doing anything else. I'm happy with how I look, but that's what it's looking like, y'all. I would say that I'm actually a lot happier with my stomach this year than I was last year. Last year, looking back on pictures and stuff now, of me in bathing suits and bikinis, even me in this same exact bathing suit. I will insert a picture of it right here. I wore this bathing suit on a trip to the Great Wolf Lodge with a friend last summer, and I'll try to crop her out because, you know, maybe she doesn't want to be on YouTube, but I can tell a major difference in how I look in this same bathing suit this year from last year, just after losing, I mean, again, 20 more pounds, but still at this point, like, the way my stomach looks only keeps getting better. And I personally have noticed that as I've lost more weight and as more time has gone on, which I think is natural, it has become more natural looking. I do think that as more time goes on, you just, the skin relaxes, the skin gets more used to being stretched and pulled or whatever. Now, do I still have any like weird side effects or weird symptoms? Actually, yes, which is interesting. So the one thing that I still notice, and this is quite frequent, I would say, is that I will have an itch somewhere and it'll be lower, like around my scar, but the actual itch, like to relieve the itch, you have to itch where the skin was previously. So the skin that's down here now was the skin that was up here, right? Because they pull it down like a curtain, or not a curtain, a blind, when they close everything up. They pull the skin from right under your breast up down to, and they connect it down there. So this skin was here. I will have to actually itch up here, or the itch will be like just somewhere totally different than where I feel the itch. And I know that's a pretty common thing in the beginning, but I didn't think that I would be experiencing that still 2 years later. Something else, I think that I do still have some numbness, which could have been some permanent nerve damage. I don't know. That's always a risk. They're cutting the nerves when they do it. So it is definitely a risk that you will have that. But specifically with my shots, with the Manjaro shots that I do, I have noticed that when I do them in my thighs or my arms, I feel them like there's a sting, and I might feel like an itchiness or stinging for, you know, a couple hours afterwards, where when I do it in my stomach, I don't even feel the needle go in. So I definitely, like, I can pinch my stomach and feel, right? Like I feel pain, or I feel the pinch, but not on the same level that I do in other places in my body. Does that make sense? So I definitely feel things everywhere, but it's like really suppressed feeling, I guess. It's kind of weird. But yeah, when I do a shot in my stomach on either side, I don't feel anything at all. Like, don't even feel the needle go in, which is good because it's the most effective spot for me. And some people say that that's the spot that hurts the most for them. So I'll take it. But yeah, that's my little update. I do think I'm going to start sharing more like what I eat in a day as a mama of 3 type of videos here on this channel as well. A lot of you said you'd be interested in that. I do share an occasional one over on my other channel, but I feel like a lot of you guys that maybe aren't necessarily on the same journey, but have followed like my tummy tuck journey and all of that, might be interested in it as well. So we might see, we'll see if that happens. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I will see you guys on Friday for another financial video. We are going to be discussing some finance type stuff this coming Friday. So stay tuned for that. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you then. Bye.